Every aspiring filmmaker needs to make a difficult choice at some point when starting out. 7 years ago I faced a crossroad. Whether to resume my assistant director job on a film I hated the most or take a chance and switch to screenwriting. My goal was and still is to make my own film someday. A childhood dream that I always had. However, I soon realized that there is no fixed path in this industry. Back then, all my friends fresh out of film school were relentlessly chasing those big names and a chance to assist them. And I followed the rat race, and I eventually got to assist one of the best directors in the industry. I was extremely grateful and excited for the opportunity. But I didn't realize that I had set myself up with some unrealistic expectations about the industry. I found this assistant director role to be one of the most uncreative, laborious and unfulfilling professions in filmmaking. Nothing like what I had envisioned. And I'm sorry to all the assistant directors, but that's the truth. It was all about Excel sheets and management, far removed from the creative process of filmmaking. The very reason I joined the industry was to stay away from Excel sheets and numbers. And here I was doing that all over again. And I thought that if I become a good AD, my director would eventually recognize my efforts and give me a chance to make a movie someday. But if I quit, I feared that the opportunity might never come. The truth is that many assistant directors, some loyal to their directors for over a decade now, are still nowhere close to making their directorial debut. Maybe they will at some point. And of course, there are always exceptions. So there's nothing really wrong with the path. So I asked myself, is this the path I want to tread for the rest of my life? It was a clear no from my conscience. At one point, my passion for films overtook my fears and I quit assisting altogether. I took a chance and switched to screenwriting professionally. And I must admit, it was the best decision I could have ever made for myself. Had I stuck with my assistant director job, I would have gained a little to no experience in telling a great story. I would only know how to run sets and manage production, which is important, but not essential to becoming a good director. 7 years later, I witnessed my assistant friends quitting their jobs to write a script and make their own movie. Had I known this all along, I would have been a lot happier all these years. My bet worked, but my journey was extremely lonely and I was largely clueless throughout. So today, I'm going to share my story to let all the assistants stuck in their mundane, thankless job to know that they have a choice. There's no fixed path to making your dreams come true. So choose wisely and everything will fall into place. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.